Hello and welcome to this new trip report. Today we will look at the Stadler Flirt 3 from Germany. We will start today at Münster, so here we go. The train approached a little bit late, but we'll leave now on time again. Here you can see that. Just after leaving the station, we pass on the Münster Central sidings, where many trains, including DB trains, are placed due to strikes at that time. So here are mostly trains to sell and just some trains that are placed here. Behind that are the tracks to Münster Hilltrop and continuing on to Hamm. And next to us are tracks into the direction of Dülmen and continuing on to Essen or Recklinghausen. We will go on our arm branch after passing the sidings and go on our arm branch in the direction of Dortmund. The last part of Münster will be in the countryside, where we'll be in a few moments and see this beautiful view. Where we'll be in a few moments before entering our first station and our last station in Münster, Münster-Amelsburen, before we go into the countryside between Münster and Dortmund. Before we are entering our station, we go of the river Amstel, which is a river that crosses the city. After that, we will enter the station Münster-Amelsburen on time. The station itself is constructed by an island platform which is breaked into the middle and is connected by two pathways which connects both of them and the exit. After that, we are leaving Münster and get into the countryside, which is the beautiful part of the journey. I took that route because of the train to review it only. The first stop in the countryside is Davensburg, which is also called in British Davensmount. This station is kind of based on the same as in Münster-Amelsburen, just with an exit in the middle and a waiting zone in that. The next stop is Aschenberg, or called in British, no I'm not British, it's called Ashesmount. This station has an island platform and an outer platform, even though it has only two platforms. So weird information I would say about that. The next station we'll be calling at is called Kapelle. No, I can't translate that for you. The platform formation is an island platform. As you might know, it's an island platform, which means the platform is in the middle of the tracks. I really recommend you visiting the Castle North Church because it's really beautiful, and I can really recommend you to visit it when you are there because it's really beautiful. Due to the one-track layout to Luden, the track was occupied, so we had to wait. Let's have a look at the seats. Let's talk about the table first. Every table has a plug or two. As I was sitting on the front side, so I couldn't see the other one. The seats are very comfortable for this one, and I really love the scheme of it. Not as the Class M100s. Well, they're really bad, I heard. I never experienced it. So, I can think that. Well, that's my result of that. It's a very beautiful train, and I really recommend you to drive with that train. It's very beautiful. Our last stop before our next intermediate stop is called Wörne an der Lippe. This river Lippe crosses it, but we will cross it first after Lünen. So, the station has also an island platform, but it's very bright, so we can see that over here. The train is getting crowded, but I was not affected with that. After that, we'll go into the countryside for the last time, as we are before to enter Lünen Central. The scenery is really great, and I really recommend you to drive with that train. The line is called RB50, which is a commuter train which is operated by Eurobahn, which is a very modern one, because the trains are in service since 2014, 2016 or around that. So they are practically very new, and that was my impression. So I really recommend you to drive with that. Before arriving at Lünen Central, the one-track layout ends and we're going on the two-track layouts. The station itself is split up in two parts. We're going to on the eastern parts of it. The western part is served by DB trains operating from Dortmund to Netherlands. After that, we leave the station and go onto the same tracks, as we now go over the river LAKEY I was talking about at Rooney, and the street which leads to Bochum. We now pass on the freight fast line, which leads from Ham to somewhere in the west, which is only used by freight trains only. 2 tracks from and on it go from us or going into us, which you can see here is going from the eastern part. It goes under us on our tracks, and we now pass this sea park of Lünen. Before that, we go under the river Seesecke, which leads into the river Lippe. The last river we're going to cross is the Dettelham Canal, which is used for very large ships only, and it's not real water, it's fake water. After that, we are now approach to our next station, which is called Lünen-Preußen, which is a part of Horstner, which is a part of Lünen. This station has staged platforms for the first part and goes together while on the platform's length. And with that, we leave the countryside part and we are going to enter the city Dortmund, which we are about to enter under passing the M2. Welcome to Dortmund now, which we have 3 stops still: Dortmund-Dörne, Dortmund-Kirchdörne and Dortmund Central, which is the terminus. The platform construction is about 2 outer platforms. We enter now our first station in Dortmund, which is called Dortmund-Dörne. It is a part of Dortmund, as the name says. Continue on into the western direction. We are now on our approach to our last station, which is called Dortmund-Kirchdörne. It is also based off 2 outer platforms. We are now passing under the freight lines from Dortmund-Scharnhorst, which we are going from this branch off later on our approach to Dortmund Central. We pass now on a freight sidings, which is not really used. We now pass the Siemens depot, which is a depot where our X trains of the class 462 and other trains like the ICE4, which is the newest, the ICE in the DB network, is awaited there. We are now on our approach to Dortmund Central. We firstly pass under a tram line of the U44, which is a tram line that is going to Dortmund. We also go under an unused train line which has no tracks, but we can see where our old track was. After that, we join up with the main line from Ham, which is from this freight line from Scharnhorst I was talking about. We now branch on this track now. The station itself is getting a monetization, so that means the complete station is getting an overhaul, which I find great because the station really looks ugly after a very big time. And it has many platforms. It's used by IX trains, like commuter trains, and more regional trains that are going in many directions across the North Rhine-Westphalia land. We arrived on the last platform, where our journey ends. Behind that is a passing track, where a tower stands. Well, basically, it stands Eurostar, so I find that weird. And here we are now at Dortmund. Look at this. So, that's the journey for today. I hope you liked the video, and we'll see us in the next time. Goodbye.